Proverbs chapter 4, a father's instruction. Hear, O children, the instruction of a father, and pay attention and be willing to learn, so that you may gain understanding and an intelligent discernment. For I give you good doctrine. Do not turn away from my instruction. When I was a son with my father David, tender and the only son in the sight of my mother Bathsheba, he taught me and said to me, Let your heart hold fast to my words. Keep my commandments and live. Get skillful in godly wisdom. Acquire understanding. Actively seek spiritual discernment, mature comprehension, and logical interpretation. Do not forget nor turn away from the words of my mouth. Do not turn away from her wisdom, and she will guard and protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is get skillful and godly wisdom. It is preeminent. And with all your acquiring, get understanding. Actively seek spiritual discernment, mature comprehension, and logical interpretation. Prize wisdom and exalt her, and she will exalt you. She will honor you if you embrace her. She will place on your head a garland of grace. She will present you with a crown of beauty and glory. Hear, my son, and accept my sayings, and the years of your life will be many. I have instructed you in the way of skillful and godly wisdom. I have led you in upright paths. When you walk, your steps will not be impeded, for your path will be clear and open, and when you run, you will not stumble. Take hold of instruction. Actively seek it. Grip it firmly and do not let go. Guard her, for she is your life. Do not enter the path of the wicked, and do not go the way of evil men. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn away from it and pass on. For the wicked cannot sleep unless they do evil, and they are deprived of sleep unless they make someone stumble and fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just, righteous, is like the light of dawn, that shines brighter and brighter until it reaches its full strength and glory in the perfect day. The way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know over what they stumble. My son, pay attention to my words and be willing to learn. Open your ears to my sayings. Do not let them escape from your sight. Keep them in the center of your heart, for they are life to those who find them, and healing and health to all their flesh. Watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flow the springs of life. Put away from you a deceitful, lying, misleading mouth, and put devious lips far from you. Let your eyes look directly ahead toward the path of moral courage, and let your gaze be fixed straight in front of you toward the path of integrity. Consider well and watch carefully the path of your feet, and all your ways will be steadfast and sure. Do not turn away the right nor to the left, where evil may lurk. Turn your foot from the path of evil. Proverbs chapter 5, pitfalls of immorality. My son, be attentive to my wisdom, godly wisdom, learned by costly experience. Incline your ear to my understanding, that you may exercise discrimination and discretion, good judgment, and your lips may reserve knowledge and answer wisely to temptation. For the lips of an immoral woman drip honey like a honeycomb, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end she is bitter like the extract of wormwood, sharp as two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold of Sheol, the netherworld, the place of the dead, so that she does not think seriously about the path of life. Her ways are aimless and unstable. You cannot know where her paths lead. Now then, my sons, listen to me, and do not forget the words of my mouth. Let your way in life be far from her, and do not go near the door of her house. Avoid even being near the places of temptation, or you will give your honor to others, and your years to the cruel one, and strangers will be filled with your strength, and your hard-earned wealth will go to the house of a foreigner who does not know God, and you will groan when your life is ending, when your flesh and your body are consumed. And you say, how I hated instruction and discipline, and my heart despised correction and reproof. I have not listened to the voice of my teachers, nor have I inclined my ear to those who instructed me. I was almost in total ruin in the midst of the assembly and congregation. Drink water from your own cistern of pure marriage relationship, and refresh running water from your own well. Should your springs, your children, be dispersed as streams of water in the streets? Confine yourselves to your own wife. Let your children be yours alone, and not the children of strangers with you. Let your fountain wife be blessed with the rewards of fidelity, and rejoice in the wife of your youth. Let her be as a loving hind and graceful dove. Let her breast refresh and satisfy you at all times. Always be exhilarated and delight in her love. Why should you, my son, be exhilarated with an immoral woman and embrace the bosom of an outsider, a pagan? For the ways of a man are directly before the eyes of the Lord, and he carefully watches all of his paths, all of his comings and goings. The iniquities done by a wicked man will trap him, and he will be held with the cords of his sin. He will die for a lack of instruction, discipline, and in the greatness of his foolishness he will go astray and be lost. Proverbs 6. Parental counsel. My son, if you have become surety, guaranteed a debt or obligation for your neighbor, if you have given your pledge for the debt of a stranger or another outside your family, if you have been snared with the words of your lips, if you have been trapped by the speech of your mouth, do this now, my son, and release yourself from the obligation. Since you have come into the hand of your neighbor, go humble yourself and plead with your neighbor to pay his debt and release you. Give no unnecessary sleep to your eyes, nor slumber to your eyelids. Tear yourself away like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, and like a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, O lazy one, observe her ways and be wise, which having no chief, overseer, or ruler, she prepares her food in the summer and brings in her provisions of food for the winter in the harvest. How long will you lie down, O lazy one? When will you arise from your sleep and learn self-discipline? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to lie down and rest. So your poverty will come like an approaching prowler who walks slowly but surely, and your need will come like an armed man making you helpless. A worthless person, a wicked man, is one who walks with a perverse, corrupt, vulgar mouth, who winks with his eyes in mockery, who shuffles his feet to signal, who points with his fingers to give subversive instruction, who perversely in his heart plots trouble and evil continually, who spreads discord and strife. Therefore the crushing weight of his disaster will come suddenly upon him. Instantly he will be broken, and there will be no healing or remedy, because he has no heart for God. These 6 things the Lord hates. Indeed, 7 are repulsive to him: a proud look, the attitude that makes one overestimate oneself and discount others, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that creates wicked plans, feet that run swiftly to evil, a false witness who breathes out lies, even half-truths, and one who spreads discord, rumors among brothers. My son, be guided by your father's God-given commandment and instruction, and do not reject the teaching of your mother. Bind them continually upon your heart and your thoughts, and tie them around your neck. When you walk about, the godly teachings of your parents, will guide you. When you sleep, they will keep watch over you, and when you awake, they will talk to you. For the commandment is a lamp, and the teaching of the law is light, and rebukes for discipline are the way of life, to keep you from the evil woman, from the flattery of the smooth tongue of an immoral woman. Do not desire just after her beauty in your heart, nor let her capture you with her eyelashes. For on account of prostitute, one is reduced to a piece of bread to be eaten up, and the immoral woman hunts with a hook the precious life of a man. Can a man take fire to his chest and his clothes not be burned? Or can a man walk on hot coals and his feet not be scorched? So is the one who goes into his neighbor's wife. Whoever touches her will not be found innocent or go unpunished. People do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy himself when he is hungry. But when he is found, he must repay 7 times what he stole. He must give all the property of his house, if necessary, to meet his fine. But whoever commits adultery with a woman lacks common sense and sound judgment and an understanding of moral principles. He who would destroy his soul does it. Wounds and disgraces he will find, and his reproach, blame, will not be blotted out. For jealousy enrages the wronged husband. He will not spare the guilty one on the day of vengeance. He will not accept any ransom offer to buy him off from demanding full punishment, nor will he be satisfied though you offer him many gifts or bribes.
Thank you for watching this channel. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to select the notification bell. This will help us draw all men to Jesus.